how was I supposed to know that we were heading to like some big, like fairly long, pretty, what's the term? Climactic moments in both Emio and Fate Stay Nights this week. Anyways. Although, quite frankly, it's Chapter 5. I could see Chapter 5, because that's getting to the home stretch of a Danganronpa game. I think typically there's 6 chapters. There was last game, and I think... And heck, we could probably look at Chapter Select. There might only be 5, who knows? Or it might only show chapters once you've unlocked them. Who can say? In any case, we're probably nearing the end of Danganronpa 2, so I wouldn't be shocked if this is a longer chapter than previously. Though we've had some long ones, for sure. But let's just get into it. It is what it is. Well, I've been at work since my headache started. Oh, that's unfortunate. Headaches are annoying, for sure. Okay, we can close that. After being released from the funhouse, we went back to living our less-than-ordinary lives. And as I recall, I think we're down to 7, I think, including myself. And just like before, our day began with us all gathering at the restaurant.
Jeez.
You know, every time we meet up here, it makes me realize just how crazy this whole situation is. This restaurant certainly feels more spacious than before. Of course it feels spacious. There are less than half of us here now than there were at the beginning.
Stupid fool!
What? Stupid fool, get it together!
Oh my!
Huh? Did you hear something?
Hey!
It's Nekomaru! That was Coach Nekomaru's voice!
Huh?
What are you talking about? He's no longer...
What's up?
Kazuichi, did you just raid Nekomaru's voice box to prank us? That is not cool! Way too soon for anything like that.
I'll beat you up!
What are you laughing at? I'll beat the crap out of you if you keep grossing me out like that. Hey, that's not cool. I was up all night working my fingers to the bone.
I am concerned.
More importantly, I'm starting to get tired of the seasonings in this restaurant.
Jeez.
Seriously, I'm starting to realize how valuable Teru was. Don't ignore me. I'm trying to talk to you about something important.
Huh?
Importance?
All right.
Yes, it took me all night to make it.
My.
Is that a Nekomaru doll?
I'm no doll. I'm Mini Maru.
We had Nekomaru, then we had Nekomaru, now we got Mini Maru! Mini Maru? So is there like advanced AI with this, or like what's the exact deal here? I took some parts from him to make it. What do you think? Awesome quality, right? I mean, it still kind of feels like it's in bad taste, unless this is literally is literally like a form of resurrection. Then when those candles have been burning for days ever since? I guess so. Of course, it doesn't have free will or anything, so it's more like, you know, a toy. But isn't it freaking adorable?
Are you serious?
Oh.
Thanks.
It's so cute, thanks, I'll keep it.
Well.
I never said anything about giving it away.
I'll beat you up!
Don't be so stuck up, your stuff is my stuff, right? Are they married? Is this like a common law marriage sort of situation?
Whoa!
Well, hey now, that's a bully's logic.
Man.
Well, it doesn't matter. I made him just to cheer you guys up anyway.
Hmm.
And as long as we have it, we won't forget, you know, about Nekomaru's sacrifice for us. We're standing here today because of him. So if we're gonna prevent something like that from ever happening again,
Engines revving.
I guess we gotta fight too, right? We can't just keep running away.
Huh.
Gotta admit, I never thought I'd hear you say something that awesome. Of course. In the end, Gundam told us to never give up on life. So I'll never give up. I shall fight until the very end. Gundam, please watch over me.
Miss Sonia?
Miss Sonia, what did you think of my little pep talk?
Oh my.
Oh, did you say something?
Are you kidding?
What? I was up all night memorizing that speech.
Jeez.
And there's the punchline. I really like this. Thanks, Kazuichi.
I am Minimaru.
And it's well crafted, I'll give him that much. I'm only half as happy to be thanked by you.
That's right.
Oh, by the way, you could also use that to massage your sore muscles and pressure points.
You serious?
Are you serious? That's amazing!
Of course.
Of course, I made it after all. Seriously, thanks. I'll take good care of it. Akane looks really happy.
Hey.
Anyway, what happened to Nagito? I haven't seen him like I usually do. You don't have to worry about that guy. He goes solo all the friggin' time. Yeah, and historically that hasn't been the best for us. Well, I guess he did uncover the secrets of the funhouse last time he did that, so... Maybe I should be less hard on and harsh on Nagito.
Well,
Speak of who or where is the hamsters? About that. I know they were in the execution scene, but I don't recall what role they had specifically. But still, I'm a little worried about how he was acting during the class trial. Well, he's always been a dangerous bastard, but he's crossed the line, you know.
hey.
That's even more reason we should avoid him.
But still.
But even if we do avoid him, what are you going to do if he approaches us? Nagito's sudden change was really weird. Yeah, it's interesting for sure, because he started treating us with a bunch of disdain, which presumably is because he found out, like, oh, he's not an ultimate, and therefore he's beneath me. But he's also been treating everyone else with a bunch of disdain, which almost makes me wonder, is everyone in the same boat we were in? Were we all sort of the backup, the second stringers, as it were? Maybe. I wonder, did he figure something out that we're not aware of?
Now then.
Anyway, Hajime, isn't it about time you told us what that was all about? Huh? That? You know what Nagito said during the trial. Ah, yes. You still don't realize it. Jeez, get it together. You're supposed to be the symbols of hope, aren't you? I forgot, except for Hajime, of course.
Hey, bastard.
What did he mean by except for Hajime? Are you really the traitor after all? No, it's not like that. I didn't really want to say it, but I guess I have no choice. To tell you guys the truth, unlike the rest of you, well, apparently I was never part of Hope's Peak Academy's primary departments. I'm a reserve course student from the reserve department.
Huh?
Reserve department? It means, unlike you guys, I don't have an ultimate talent. At all. Apparently I'm just a normal person. Is that all? That's it too. Don't ever scare me like that again. It's not something that I can just brush off. Especially since it's about me. I thought... I just forgot. I thought I got into Hope's Peak Academy because I had talent all along. But shit. My whole life I've just wanted to feel confident about myself. And I thought getting into Hope's Peak Academy meant I had finally become someone I could be proud of. Not some fucking backup students. Hajime's normally more level-headed than this. This is really digging deep.
Right?
Cheer up, Hajime. It doesn't matter if you're from the reserve departments.
Of course.
She's right, no matter what, you are our friend. You know, there is a saying in Japan.
Listen.
Fear is grateful for the danger.
Hey.
The hell, you're saying that all wrong. Yeah, the aura of Maharu's shrine still is kind of creepy. Oh, also, what the heck? I was so busy looking at the shrine. What happened to Monami? So everyone was here. It was a real close battle.
I am sorry.
I apologize. I was trying to cheer you up, but I ended up saying the wrong thing. Well, it doesn't matter. Stuff is just hard to say sometimes. Oh, I love it too, because I didn't see or notice Monokuma, and it seems like no one else did either. Huh? That's weird. Maybe you can't see me.
Huh?
Whoa, what the heck? You're covered in blood. Ah, you saw me. Yes, that's right. The Mono Beast this time was very strong.
You?
Gross, don't get close to me. Get out of here. No gratitude. I'm being treated like filth.
Hey.
Hey, why don't you clean that butt off? We're trying to eat. Oh man, no, everyone's disrespecting Monokuma. Yeah, that's an interesting sort of dilemma we've been dealing with really since the first game of. Because we have lucky students in both, which is Makoto and Nagito. And it's one of those things like, are they lucky to be among us? Or unlucky to be involved in the death game? Or lucky to be involved and survive it? I don't know. I guess we don't know for sure that Nagito's going to survive, but I mean, I'd be surprised if there's more than 1 or 2 more deaths left. So the odds are, actually at this point, I'd say in everyone's favor. Although who knows? I mean, the real twist. One thing I've noticed, because I've consumed a lot of Battle Royale media recently, for reasons, and secret project, I suppose you could say. But the one thing I've noticed is it's actually very rare for a Battle Royale, like narrative, not a video game, a narrative Battle Royale. So think like Hunger Games Battle Royale. Danganronpa, I'd say, technically falls into it. But I've noticed that it's very atypical for them to actually play it straight the whole way through. Normally, I'm finding it's actually more common for the Battle Royale to be subverted before it reaches, like, and, you know, the last man standing wins territory. So, the real twist would be to not twist it and to just play the Battle Royale straight, I'd say. Though I'm not sure how that would work. Like, I was thinking this towards the end of Danganronpa 1, and I don't think I ever voiced it, but, like, mechanically, if there was no sort of, we're fighting it back against the system, and we're getting out of here sort of ending, mechanically, how would it even work at the very end in the Danganronpa system? Because, so you know, you're all stuck here until someone kills and gets away with it. But so suppose you're down to 3 people, right? If you have 3 living people, someone, you know, say person A murders person B, and now you're down, or C, and now you're down to A and B. Well, B obviously knows that A did it. I guess there's always the possibility that C committed suicide, but probably unlikely. So, like, I feel like the whole trial mechanic kind of doesn't work at that point, because they'd both just accuse each other, and then there'd just be a majority of the people who are not the person themselves voting for the other person. Or even worse, if you're somehow down to 2 people, then it's just like, one of you kills the other, and now you're just the last one standing and you win. Which again, kind of feels like the whole system breaks down at the end. It's like that logical fallacy of like the prison thing of like, you know, you'll be executed at some point during the week, but it'll be a surprise. Which means it can't be Friday, because you'll expect it on Friday if it gets to Friday. But that means it can't be Thursday, because if it gets to Thursday, you'll know it can't be Friday. And it goes all the way down, and you can just conclude, oh, I can't be executed, no matter what day it'll be a surprise, and then it isn't. I don't know. Anyways, I probably should get back to the actual narrative here. I say we're lucky for not just experiencing the greatest, most terrible event in human history. I forget what the exact terminology is they use, but yeah, that's one way of looking at it for sure. Yeah. Yes, I'm ashamed of myself. I guess one curious thing I'm still interested in here is, so it's obvious, I think at this point, the events of this game are taking place after the events of Danganronpa 1. I'm curious if like the setup and backstory and like getting everything set up for this game takes place like alongside Danganronpa 1, or like in the same like prior events, or afterwards entirely. Like, I don't know. There's still a lot of question marks as to the specific mechanics of what's going on here. And I still have not given up on the simulation theory. There we go. Now then, allow me to report to you all once again. And I will say too, Because I think so far, if I had to peg anyone as being kind of the most similar character role-wise and competence-wise to Kyoko in the first game, it would probably be Chiaki. I don't know, she seems not as overtly like, I'm obviously like the best detective ever and going to carry us all through these trials on my back single-handedly, but she's definitely, I'd say, punching above her weight in terms of like deductions and stuff, especially considering her role is just like ultimate gamer. And nothing against gamers, but you wouldn't necessarily expect gaming skills to translate super well into solving murder mysteries. But if this is all a simulation and like a video game, then it actually makes perfect sense that Chiaki would be like the MVP of the game, because it's a game and she's the ultimate gamer. So just saying, I think that's another point in favor of simulation theory. Gamer detective? Who knows? Yeah, I mean, she could be a gamer that specializes in murder mysteries, like I apparently am right now. And yeah, and if you guys don't like the murder mysteries, I promise we'll play something else at some point. We just gotta finish up some of these murder mysteries first. I assume the people watching the Danganronpa stream actually do like the murder mysteries. So to you guys, don't worry, we're not gonna stop playing at least a murder mystery at any given time. Probably. Until we run out, I guess. But there seems to be a lot. Anyways, after a fierce battle that's never been seen in history, I finally succeeded in conquering the last Mono Beast. Because of this, it's finally possible for you to travel to the final island. I see. What a thin reaction. It's like I'm surrounded by tons of shabu shabu from an all-you-can-eat restaurant. I don't know the shabu shabu reference. And obviously I know what an all-you-can-eat restaurant is, but surrounded by tons of shabu shabu. Is that like a cheap food? Expensive food? Did I find a lot of Monokumas? I mean, not that many. But I mean, I think they mostly give you coins. I don't really have much of a need for coins at this point. I've gotten like all but like 1 or 2 of the items in the thing. So I mean, unless getting more Monokumas unlocks something like important. Unless that's like getting all the Monokumas is the key to getting like the good ending. Obviously I'll get them if I see them, but I'm not too broken about the idea of missing a few. Don't tell me this again. You're gonna say stuff like, it's not like we can get off this island, why bother going to the new island? Well, it's true that I don't really expect much.
Don't misunderstand.
But who said we weren't gonna go? Obviously we're gonna go, dumbass. Huh? Soon we're thinking about running away was a mistake.
I'll show you my
Cause we can't run, we'll fight. I'll crush everyone who puts us through this crap in one blow.
Hey.
Fight? Seriously? That fearsome group is called World Ender for a reason, you know?
What are you saying?
Why you? Did you forget what you said earlier?
Hey.
Dumbass only said that because I was trying to impress Miss Sonia.
What?
Don't brag about that. If you're gonna put up a facade, at least keep it up. Settle down. If you have the power to fight among yourselves, then direct that power toward our enemy.
All right.
Now then, let us go forth. Offense is the best defense.
Damn right.
You're right. Now's not the time for us to be bickering. I don't really get it, but when Miss Sonia talks like that, my blood starts to boil.
All right.
Alright, I'm getting pumped up. Let's change or charge to that new island.
I'm starting to get pumped up.
Future Foundation, Monokuma, Monomi, I'll crush them all at once.
That's
Even me? You guys seem reliable. Hey, don't talk like you're not included. You're a friend too, you know? You're right.
leave it to me.
Then I gotta do my best too. As we left the restaurant, the expressions on our faces were clearly different than they were before. They were filled with strong will and determination. Armed with that, we began walking toward the last island. But the clouds in my heart still lingered. I couldn't stop thinking about the reserve department. And that filled me with a strange, uncomfortable feeling, like a small bone was lodged in my throat. I don't think that's just an uncomfortable feeling. That's like lethal. That's you're gonna choke to death feeling. But I tried not to think about it. I tried to stay focused on moving forward. Chapter 5. Smile at hope in the name of despair. That sounds kind of final. Maybe this is the last chapter. I don't know. We'll see. In any case, it's not going to be the last stream, because we always do half and half. Yes, indeed, Jetty Steve. Time for Chapter 5. With the Monobeast gone, we crossed the 5th bridge and arrived at the final island.
So this is the last island.
Kind of despair-inducing, honestly. Enormous buildings towered everywhere, as if the entire island were one gigantic city. It felt very sci-fi, as though the island was a snapshot of an urban metropolis from the near future.
I guess it has an ambiance befitting of a final island.
Big Monokuma is watching. Oh, what's this? My pet? Oh, it's turned into a cocoon. Well, then I guess we'll see what type of pets, mostly neglected pets, turns into. I guess we'll wait until we have free time, but we do want to finish up in terms of the, getting all the items, I think. What? Sea King Industries. I guess we are on an island. Poseidon Industries would have sounded cooler. And conveyed the same meaning, more or less. Well, well, well. There's a bunch of strange machines lined up in all directions. It feels very sci-fi. Sea King Industries. Huh? They're a company that specializes in manufacturing electric installation and other machine parts. They're a mid-sized company with only 100 employees, but they're the biggest corporation on Jabberwock Island. And this place looks like a research facility. For a mid-sized company, this is a pretty nice facility. I guess so. I only read about them in a pamphlet next to the reception desk. Besides, the size of the company isn't the issue here.
What's going on?
This company obviously doesn't make machine parts, so just what the heck are they making here? Monobeasts, maybe? Is that an employee down there? Like an actual... He's right, it's like they're making something more dangerous. It seems like it might be a good idea to thoroughly investigate this place. Oh, it's just a machine. This unmade machine looks like it's making something. Is this a mannequin?
Maybe.
It's a humanoid machine. Is that a robot?
You serious?
Seriously, how can they make robots? Hey, just how far did technology advance without me knowing? You think Nekomaru was made here?
That was close.
It's a similar humanoid robot. It's possible, maybe.
Hey, hey, hey!
Why would a company that manufactures machine parts have access to this kind of technology? Oh, you never know. I mean, in World War II, a lot of auto manufacturers shifted gears to making tanks instead of cars, so... There can be a lot of retooling in desperate times into different industries. I don't know. Maybe this place is somehow connected to the Future Foundation, too. And, I mean, that's definitely a monobeast, right? This machine is making another machine. The singularity. No, actually, no, that's just how we make machines these days. And by these days, I mean, like, for like decades now. The finished product looks like it's modeled after a four-legged animal.
Hey, hey!
Hey, doesn't that animal-looking machine remind you of anything? Are you talking about the monobeasts?
Maybe.
Is there any chance that those monobeasts were created here? The monobeasts were created here?
Fine, fine.
Yep, that's what this place is for!
Hey!
No matter how much you insist it's a game, people won't be convinced if a place like this doesn't exist, right? Hold on, this lie. Is he referring to suspension of disbelief? And you need to have your world building be somewhat realistic in order to prevent the suspension of disbelief? Now the question is this a meta-commentary or is it a meta-meta commentary? Is he speaking as just sort of a fun little reference from the developers, like, oh yeah, well, there's giant machines, so we had to put a factory in the game? Or is he speaking as the in-game developer of the in-game game that we're actually in, according to simulation theory? that, oh, well, you know, for you guys to believe that we could make these machines and for the simulation to work, therefore we needed to have a realistic place, which included a factory to make the robots. Maybe. This line could crack the code to everything. So remember, chat, remember it.
Bye-bye.
That's why it's just fine.
There's something wrong with you.
What the hell did he mean by that? Doesn't make any sense at all. It doesn't matter who's convinced, because I'll never be convinced.
What's going on?
I mean, this place is for manufacturing machine parts. And machine parts are part of robots, typically. How are they able to create such a dangerous robot in a place like this? Does this mean Monokuma took over this place and modified it to do this? Damn it, I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. Okay, I mean, I think that's everything we can examine here. I guess we could talk to Kazuichi again. Hey, Kazuichi, get a hold of yourself. Huh? Why? Why? Because you're just staring and starting laughing all of a sudden. Obviously, what else am I gonna do except laugh? I mean, it's just so childish. What are you talking about?
Hey.
Well, there's a computer over there, so I started snooping around to see if I could find any clues. Whoever's using this computer must have been sending emails to his buddy or something. Okay, what did the emails say? He was probably trying to write a manga or something. He sent one of his story ideas to his buddy. It was such a horrible, delusional story. I was so embarrassed to read it that it gave me goosebumps. Delusional story? So it was written in the email, anyway. Well, I'll start with the idea for the story. Apparently, global riots are occurring in various regions around the world. These riots were caused by high school students. I mean, seriously, that's not realistic at all.
Yeah.
So these riots just keep growing as people grow more dissatisfied and frustrated with society, until eventually it spreads like an infectious disease all over the world. Footage of the riots started getting circulated, and strange incidents started occurring one after another. Hopeless anxiety instantly spreads throughout the world as the end of the world gets closer and closer. End of the world? I know, right? It sounds like something a lame high school band would think of as a song title.
Hey.
Whoever wrote this needs to come up with a better story ideas, because this wasn't realistic at all. I mean, students causing a riot on that scale is totally impossible. I'd never believe it for a second. Now, granted, I think it was college students, but weren't, like, student riots a big part of, like, for example, like, the civil rights movement, I think, or something? I might be misplacing that or something, but point being, student riot action in protest can... Maybe it was protests, not riots. Point being, it's a demographic that can have an impact, for sure. Though the issue with high school students is they don't vote, so no one cares what they think. But I learned a valuable lesson. I should always delete embarrassing emails right away. Hey, about that, are you sure it's okay to say that? It's just a made-up story? Of course. I mean, unrealistic things that happen in real life from time to time, but...
Of course not.
There's no way this is real. It's more impossible than a notebook that kills people just by writing in it. Well, okay, one of those is a violation of the laws of physics. The other is just, like, highly improbable. So... You're right. It's just a lot of unimaginable things have kept happening to us, so maybe I'm getting a little confused. But the world ending... There's no way something so unbelievable could actually happen. Or maybe that was anti-Vietnam protest I'm thinking of. That might be it. Well, I think that time period kind of overlaps anyway, but... Anyways. Well, at any rate, it's clear now, isn't it? What's clear? It used to be Seeking Industries, but it's not anymore.
I see.
After time became uninhabited, Monokuma took over this place and modified it without permission. Well, you don't know that he didn't buy out the factory or something. He did all of this just to shock us. That's the reason? Not because he needed an industrial base for his evil schemes?
That's right.
It's not so weird. This whole time he's been doing similar stuff to us. But why?
This is bad.
Maybe there's a bunch of crazy rich dudes who are into this stuff. They're the ones who are making us kill each other. Those bastards get off on watching kids kill each other.
Hey!
Wait, hold on. Now that I said it out loud, that's actually a terrible assumption.
I mean...
And if that's true, then our fates are in the hands of those rich perverted bastards. That sounds like something that would happen in a work of fiction. But the thought of it actually happening in reality is definitely unsettling. Yeah, I can say that again, brother. It does literally say last time. Maybe this is the last chapter. Who knows? Okay. The Jabberwock Army. They have an army? Was this a sovereign nation? I figured it was like a U.S. Virgin Islands type of situation or something. Nothing over there. Is that a tank? Is it real? I'd be more interested in the like helicopter personally, but not just that. There's a lot of other stuff here that looks really dangerous. I mean, like that escape, right? Granted, there was an airport on the first island, but this helicopter. Is this the helicopter Monokuma used to execute territorial? This helicopter, don't screw with me! Ow. Ow. Hajime, what happened? It's nothing, I'm fine. I couldn't tell punching it, but I just ended up hurting my fist. Damn it, I'm so weak. But if it functions, sure we could escape. It's one of the monitors. Okay. And we got, alright, missiles apparently aren't all that interesting. We got a tank. This is a tank, right? Is it real? Can it move? Yeah, this place is boring. And that's not exactly the word I'd use to describe it. Boring? What are you talking about? There's a tank here. Apparently Hajime is really into tanks. You know, he should get, you know, play our sponsor World. No, I don't have a sponsor for this stream, obviously.
You.
I like strong dudes. Weapons don't excite me at all.
Obviously.
A real man fights with his fists. That goes for women too.
All right.
You want to battle a little? If you win, you can rest on my boob pillows? No thanks. Boob pillows? Oh, we got a Monokuma.
I knew you could do it.
Okay, we're at 600 Monocoins. Is this a military truck? Unlike the airplane at the first time, this looks like it actually has an engine inside. But I don't even know how to drive. And besides, it's not like I can escape this island by driving off of it. The helicopter, though, like, I mean... The helicopter... Granted, I'm sure none of us know how to drive a helicopter, and they're actually really... Like, honestly, I've never flown a helicopter or a plane, but I think I would trust myself with a plane more so than a helicopter, honestly. I don't have any basis for that, but I do know that helicopters, I think, are in general the more dangerous mode of transit. So, I'm not sure I'd trust myself behind the controls, but in a life or death situation, if it came down to it, I'd give it a go. And how hard can it be, right? This appears to be a military base. Is that so? Despite the fact that this island is quite small, the military technology here seems rather extensive.
All right.
These might prove useful when the time comes to combat the future Foundation. Useful? There's no way we'd be able to operate stuff like tanks and heavy weapons.
Huh?
Huh? Really? In my country, even a child in grade school can operate a tank no problemo. She... Because I know we'd assume she's like Liechtenstein, kind of, is the type of country she's from. Maybe she's actually from Switzerland. 'Cause I hear the Swiss are armed to the teeth, which you wouldn't necessarily expect because they're neutral, but actually you'd completely expect it because they're neutral. They can't rely on the U.S. to come bail them out. They got to be able to defend themselves. U.S. or any other power, alright? I know that there's multiple great powers in the world. Anyways, no problemo. Of course, in modern warfare is a required class in all our grade schools. An obsession with anime and now this? Sonya's country never ceases to baffle me. However, weapons are only weapons when humans start to use them.
I am concerned.
If no one uses them, they are nothing more than scrap metal. You're right. Unfortunately, this stuff in the base probably won't be useful to us.
Please wait.
No, that is wrong. Huh?
Well,
I have discovered a puzzling document in the tank operator's seat. That's the Future Foundation's insignia. Jabberwock Island Development Plan document? Jabberwock Island Development Plan? What is this?
however,
I assume it belongs to Monokuma and it was placed rather ostentatiously. I do not know how much we can trust it. Do you think it could be useful? Clue? Monokuma probably did leave it, like you said. It's hard to know how much we can trust it. So what does it say? Beyond what is written in here, I do not know much.
well,
But it does document Jabberwock Island's redevelopment plan at considerable length. What is that plan? To place Jabberwock Island under the Future Foundation's control and prepare it as a central headquarters. A central headquarters for the Future Foundation? I thought Jabberwock Island was a tourist destination. Why'd the Future Foundation be interested in it? Probably for the territorial waters. Islands, it's a lot of bang for your buck with regards to controlling territory versus territorial waters gained. So you want that exclusive economic zone. In actuality, there was something written in here that caught my attention. The travel agency that managed Jabberwock Island went bankrupt, so the island was uninhabited for a long time. How long? Because of that, the island was unaffected by the incident, which allowed them to easily gain a foothold. Wait, hold on. This place was uninhabited for a long time? If that's true, the maintenance here has been way too attentive. The items at the supermarket are always stocked, and the hotel is still really clean. Could that be the Future Foundation's responsibility? But more importantly, what's the incident? What does it mean that the island was unaffected by it? I cannot discern that from this passage alone. Simply reading this will not help me grasp what those words mean.
well,
However, there's one more thing that caught my attention. There's more? Do you remember the guidebook to Jabberwock Island in the library? It was written there that the central island houses a large administrative building. However, we could not find that building anywhere. We even commented on how strange that was, right?
however,
But according to this plan, the building that the Future Foundation is planning to use for the headquarters... Could it be that same building? Maybe that's what the countdown is counting down to. They are planning to rebuild it and use it as the Future Foundation's headquarters, or so it is written. What the heck? It's so inconsistent. How do you rebuild a building that doesn't even exist? Damn it, what the hell is going on?
perhaps,
We were so distracted by all of the horrible situations that kept happening one after the other. We might have overlooked a more pressing issue. And that is the mystery of this island. But what's really going on? This mystery doesn't make any sense. No matter how much we think about it, there's no reason behind it. I think that's everything we can investigate here. Still surprised no one had the bright idea to use the helicopters to escape, but whatever. Okay. Long walks. Not on the beach, unfortunately. The factory. That's different from the Sea King place. Plushie factory. White smoke is billowing from the building in the back. Is this some kind of factory? But if it's got Monokuma's face on it, I'm sure it's a shady factory anyway.
Hajime,
Hajime, good timing. What's up, Chiaki?
see?
This building clearly looks suspicious, right? I was thinking it might be good if I thoroughly look around inside, but...
Well,
Since it clearly looks suspicious, I thought it'd be dangerous to go alone. Then, do you want to go inside together? Oh, don't tell me you don't trust me, Chiaki. Besides, you didn't say okay. Why are you hesitating? Helicopter's only meant for 2? Fair. Though we could, like, take turns. Or at least send out a scouting operation. Well, I suppose that we do have... It's interesting, because there's the idea of the traitor. Which, who knows, that could just be there to... a misdirection, perhaps. But imagine if you sent the traitor out and, like, your first group of people. And then they just, like, take out the other guy and just leave. Leave the rest of us high and dry on the island. That would suck. Hey, Chiaki, come on, let's do it. She's still unsure. It might be better if I go inside first. I guess we'll check the front door first. Alright then, I'm going inside. Well, this is disturbing. What the heck is this? The rate at which they can make them is astounding. One was being manufactured one after the other, and being carried away on a conveyor belt was... Monokuma. I guess the trees are for raw materials? The conveyor belt is endlessly moving through this enormous machine. The coconut tree carried by the conveyor belt is processed and eventually made into this stupid thing. Oh, Chiaki, so what do you think of this? She's just blankly staring at the machine. Looks like she's taken back too. Well, that's obvious, I suppose.
Well,
Watching simple machines like this reminds me of games. Games?
yep.
Like this one game where you just put caps on pens, or another game where you try to guess a person's gender. Is that even fun? The Monokumas are being tossed into this gigantic basket, one after the other. Imagine if there's hidden Monokuma in there. There might actually, that top one actually kind of looks like hidden Monokuma. They better not be real. I picked up one with my hand. I see. So these are plushies. Is the real Monokuma a plushie? Monokuma plushies. Oh, the real Monokuma is a sort of like a plushie too. But unlike him, these are probably actual plushies. Isn't the resemblance uncanny? They're my life-size plushies. Life-size plushies? I was planning to hit it the big time with these. That's why I'm making them like crazy. I'm gonna be rich. Rich? Somehow I didn't think Monokuma's designs were that base. I thought he had larger overarching plans. But you've made way too many. You're gonna be overstocked when it's all said and done. Monokuma's life-size plushie. I don't want it. I see. So this place is for manufacturing life-size Monokuma plushies. What kind of messed up place is this? Don't look down on me. Do you really think it's just for life-size plushies? There's a lot more Monokuma merch in the goods warehouse next door.
Hey, hey.
What should we do? Honestly, I really don't feel like going.
But still.
What if there's some kind of important clue? What are you gonna do? Or what are you gonna do? You're right then, we should go there for just a little while. But first, and that's definitely hidden Monokuma, right? I'm the best. I'm the best. I know what Chiaki I've been playing, but I have played lots of War and Battlefield. Playing is better? Good to know, good to know. Granted, I don't think we have a working plane here. We might have a working helicopter if anyone was actually curious enough to check. There's a break room. Looks like the break room is on the other side of the store. Sounds like a place for housewives to gossip, but it doesn't seem like there's anyone at this factory. We don't want to check out the break room, see if there's a clue there. Okay. Fine. Alright, I suppose that's the warehouse. Oh, those are like cardboard cutouts. That, or it's just how the art style works. Without thinking, I peeked into the piled up stacks of cardboard boxes. There's a Monokuma calendar, a Monokuma sandbag, and even a Monokuma guitar. First there's the Monokuma archive and the funhouse, and now there's a plushie factory and all these goods. How full of himself is he? Mascot popularity doesn't last forever. I gotta earn the big bucks while I can. A mascot that isn't popular anymore is like a piece of candy without any sugar. In other words, it has no reason for existing. He's starting to talk even crazier. Whoa. That's a different... Why am I on like a swivel all of a sudden? Woo, 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 woo. I'm dancing. Anyway. Normally I look like around. I don't actually move side to side. And it's got tons of books. There's a bunch of books stacked up high. What in the world are these? Monokuma's poetry collection? How stupid. Who the hell is going to read this crap?
Hey.
There's another book here too. Let's see. Monokuma's most precious moments. That actually could be relevant.
See?
That's the actual title of this book, but it's a collection of nude photos. He's a bear. He's a plush bear, isn't he always? Monokuma is already naked.
Yep.
I know. So just a picture of photos of Monokuma, and you made it weird. Why do you make it weird, Chiaki? Ajay's been working on his side steps. Indeed he has. This looks like a Monokuma panel, but why so many? I was thinking about using these to decorate the stores that sell my merch and make them look all boom. Then they'd stand out, you know? No store would sell your stuff. You're like literally a war criminal.
You're so
Of course
stupid.
not. You're such a fool. That's why I opened an official Monokuma shop. I'm thinking about opening chains all over the world. No one would go to a Monokuma shop. Of course, the main attraction will be my life-size Monokuma plushie. I can't believe you thought that far into the future when you made these. Your business is doomed to fail. Enough already. You have no business sense anyway, so just stop it.
No.
Hey, don't say that. Let's do our best together. We'll be as popular as Pogs were in the 90s.
Hey.
Don't you remember how long those stayed popular? Besides, if you're serious at opening a business, you've already committed a major mistake.
I won't forgive you.
Because there's no merch of me.
My little sister.
Oh, Monomi, my little sister. Don't you know Aesop's fable about the rabbit and the bear? Not a tortoise?
Hey.
A long time ago, there were these two old guys. Two old guys living together.
Shing.
The old guys thought rabbits aren't as popular as bears. The end. Huh? Did you even need the old guys in that story?
In other words.
So even if I made merch of you, it's pointless. A half-pink rabbit is so lame. You don't even have 1 ounce of good fashion sense.
You stupid brother.
You did this to me. You're the one who has no fashion sense. That looks painful.
What a hopeless way of snapping back.
But honestly, I can't help but feel like I might have made too many panels.
Special bleeding.
So, whoever wants to decorate the room, please do it as much as you like.
Here.
Come on, what are you waiting for? Hajime, let's run. Huh? What? Why is it? Huh? You're right. We ran out of the warehouse, narrowly avoiding Monokuma's plan for inventory disposal. Oh, he's trying to offload the panels onto us. That was a close one. It's like you just got tired. Yeah, you're right. I'm braving the warehouse again. There might be more to find. But I'm true. No, I'm not alone this time. Okay, so don't look at the panels. We got some random goods. There are a bunch of cardboard boxes stacked on top of each other. There are various goods inside them. There are even household appliances and musical instruments. All Monokuma themed, I assume. They're probably used for packaging goods before they're shipped. Looks like they're waiting to be shipped, but I don't think these are ever going to leave the island. It's like I can tell just from the ambience that there are no important clues here. Well, at least we confirmed that. That's a huge pile of Monokuma panels. They just look like the plushies in the factory. Definitely made too many. He's going straight to chapter 11. I'm telling you. It's a doomed business model. Well then, Chiaki, this factory's creepy, but I'm not sure we really learned much. Harry never hints in obviously suspicious places. Anyone who looks obviously suspicious isn't the killer.
Yep.
That's usually the norm. Fair. Oh wait, what's... I didn't even look at the options. I think the options were just...
Yo.
Oh. Hey, Audrey, I was looking for you. What's up, Vihiko? I almost never encounter people when I'm just kind of commuting between locations on the island.
Well,
I was thinking you've probably finished exploring this island by now. I mean, I've visited 3 places. Is that all? You're right, I think I've explored everywhere at least once for now.
damn right.
Then you want to meet up with everyone and discuss things? Yeah, I don't mind.
Huh.
I figured it'd be annoying if we all went back to the hotel for this. But there's a street nearby lined with food vendors, so I told everyone to meet up there.
Later.
I'm heading over there right now. Hurry up and come over. After letting me know, Fihiko left the area. He actually took the time to tell everyone about that. Huh. What a nice guy. Well, now's not really the time to be impressed by something like that. It'd be bad to make the others wait. I should hurry over to the street with the food stands. It's probably this way because I don't recall passing it.